Good evening, everyone. I would like to call this special session to order. On behalf of the school board, we thank you for being here in person or virtually. I'm Heather Staggs, president of the school board. To my left is Luke Jackson, vice president, Dan Conway, secretary, Jackie Deckard, member, and Matt Hankins, member. To my right is Superintendent Eric Boland and Assistant Superintendent Susie Lips. Tonight, there are going to be 3 different meetings, and the first is the annual organizational meeting that we're holding now. So if you'll all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, a moment of silence.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Our first item tonight is going to be the election of officers. Do I have a nomination for president?
I'll second it.
All right, thank you. And any discussion? All in favor signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations, Luke, and I'm going to hand it over to you.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. At this time, I'd like to entertain a nomination for vice president.
I'll make a motion, Luke, to nominate Dan Conway for vice president.
All in favor of Dan Conway as vice president, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Congratulations, Dan. This time, I'd like to entertain a nomination for secretary.
I will nominate Matt Hankins as secretary.
And I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Matt, congratulations.
Thank you.
Now we have to approve Whitney Kuzma as our district treasurer for the calendar year 2026. I recommend approval of Whitney.
Do I have a motion to approve the request to have Whitney Kuzma as our district treasurer for this calendar year 2026?
I'll make a motion to approve Whitney for the district treasurer for 2026.
I'll second that, Luke.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Next, request to approve John Mays of Bose McKinney as our board counsel for the calendar year 2026.
Do I have a motion to approve Jonathan Mays of Bose McKinney and Evans LLP as our board counsel for this calendar year 2026?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. All right, at this time, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn this special session annual organization.
I'll make a motion to adjourn, Luke.
Okay.
And I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. All right, special session annual organizational meeting has been closed. And at this time, I would like to call the Board of Finance meeting to order. If I could, I'd like to entertain a motion to appoint board officers as finance officers.
I'll make a motion.
And I'll second that.
Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion passes. All right, Mr. Boland, I'm going to hand it over to you for our Board of Finance overview.
Appreciate that. Mr. Staley? Mr. Staley with Baker Tilly is our financial consultant, and he's got a little bit of information to share with our public and with the board. And you can make it as brief or as in detailed as you want. And with Ms. Deckard always looking at her watch going like this.
How much time does he have? 3 minutes?
There you go.
I can speak as quickly as you would like me to. All right, so the information presenting here this evening is stale data. I think as we have discussed. So last summer we started looking at 2024 as we closed out the budget year, and so there is a statutory requirement to look at the DUAB fiscal indicators. And so, Courtney, if you'll go to the next slide. So on the DUAB dashboard, it looks like this. You have indicators that are being measured. This is just a static snapshot. But if you will go to the website, put in MSD of Martinsville, you'll be able to look at your data for 2024 as well as for previous periods. And so just a reminder, the budget year for schools run in a calendar year. So this again is calendar year 2024 that we're going to look at. Interesting information on here about enrollment, your fund balances, whether you had a surplus or a deficit in spend. So we have attempted at Baker Tilly to put this into a stoplight metric. So Courtney, if you'll advance it to the next slide, to take that data and just have some type of context or meaning around it. And so from a green light, you're in solid foundation based on those metrics. So the 6 metrics that are listed on the left-hand side is what DUAB is providing information. DUAB stands for the Distressed Unit Appeals Board. And so it's an effort to make sure that schools stay fiscally solvent as they are implementing your mission of educating students. So from a lens of, if it's something that's in question, let's pop the hood and take a look, kind of that yellow indicator light that might be on your check engine light on your car. And if it's red, it's of concern. And so we've taken that data and just tried to map it out. So looking at the 6 on the left, as you look at your average daily membership, that's the one that we just have some caution or concern about. And we kind of put it on the right side. Enrollment decreased from calendar year 23 to 24 by about 2%. But if we go back and look over kind of that 5-year history, it's remained relatively flat. You saw some peaks and valleys during that time. If we go back a prior year, then we have seen some significant decrease since then. But over that 5-year period, it's remained relatively flat. And then looking at your total ADM as far as the percent of students that are transferring from out of district, that's just a little shy of 6%. So again, something to monitor as we see that number get to about 10%. It's just kind of a cautionary tale, because do you continue to get those out of district transfers as we go along? But as we look at the other things that are on the left side, all green. So your fund balances were good. Your fund balance as a percent of expenditures remained solid. And then budget surplus, you had a budget surplus for the year. I would just note that there was a curriculum material fund that had to be transferred into your education fund. So that helped prop that up a little bit for last year. So that's why you're seeing a much larger increase than perhaps just within the fund based on spending. And then the other 3 on the right, we've added to this report just because we think from a total fiscal health, looking at that. Net assessed value, you saw 6% growth in net assessed value in 2024. And as we've discussed, depending on what happens with NAV, that impacts your tax rate. Circuit breaker, minimal to the school district, it's less than 1%. So you're fortunate not having to deal with that currently. And then lastly, your debt rating. So kind of think of it as your FICO score is solid, and you have a stable outlook from S&P. So they think the district is on good financial standing. So happy to ask or answer any questions that the board may have for Mr. Boland.
Are you all good with the info?
Very.
Thank you, Jay.
bet.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Staley.
At this time, I'd like to entertain a motion to close the special session Board of Finance meeting.
I'll make a motion that we close the special session of the Board of Finance.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
That meeting is adjourned. And at this time, I would like to call the regular session meeting to order. And we have a special guest here with us this evening, Mr. Bell from Martinsville High School. So we'll go ahead and invite him to the podium.
Thank you. I'll be brief, and I just appreciate the opportunity to be here tonight to address the board. There's a couple great things that's happened lately that I wanted to bring to the board's attention. Number one, the graduation rate of Martinsville High School was right at 93%, which was an improvement. And, I wanted to share too and physically hold up how, we take each child, we have a list of that cohort, and we're always monitoring them and keeping an eye on them and what we can do to get them to school to finish and things like that. And 100% what we'll always strive for. But under the circumstances and just knowing all these kids and their situations and what we dealt with and what was very proud of what we did. We'll never stop trying to get anything short of 100%. But the grad rate, very proud of that. Something to be celebrated. It was an improvement. Uh, Very proud of Martinsville High School. I just feel like public schools sometimes they're just always under fire. Nothing's good enough, and this, that, and the other. And we're an easy target for people. And I'm proud of what goes on in the public schools. We're not perfect. There's a lot of good stuff going on. And the other thing was the federal accountability report, which having been a principal, like I say, for 21 years and getting the scores that we did on English language arts and math, the progress, and things like that, the diploma and graduation rate. We're going to work on the attendance, and what they want to see improvement wise there, which they can't quite tell us right now. But to get the score, we went from 24-25, we went from a 46.80 to a 71.54. So that improvement, I'm just very proud of the strategies we've put in. We talked about SAT scores previously improvement, but it's just some of the strategies and interventions we've put in to improve things. And like I say, that bottom number on the federal accountability report going from a 46.8 to 71.54 is just absolutely something to be proud of. We got to stick up for ourselves and say when something's going well, work on the things that we have weaknesses on. But those two reports, very proud of Martin. Like I say, I've been a principal for 21 years, and just evaluating, like I say, knowing what goes on and what went into it and this, that, and the other. And I don't know, every year don't come to a school board meeting as a principal, whatever. But as a principal for this, I think the school, those two reports is doing a pretty good job. And congratulations to the staff of Martinsville High School and the kids. As I've said before, and I'll close with this. We sure don't have a kid problem in this world. Maybe society, but we don't have a kid problem. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Bell, and thank you to everyone at the high school and all the work they put in to make that possible. Definitely excellent news. Courtney, do we have any comments? Nope. Okay. At this time, we're going to move on to our consent agenda consisting of previous minutes, payroll claims, budgetary claims, personnel report. Do I have a motion to accept the consent agenda as it's been presented?
I'll make a motion, Lou, to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All in favor of approving the consent agenda, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Consent agenda is approved. Mr. Boland, I'll go ahead and hand it over to you.
Okay, the only travel we have is an overnight field trip to Evansville by the wrestling team for sectionals. So I definitely recommend approval, or actually it's the semi-state. I don't know why I said sectionals. Semi-state in Evansville, February 13th. We wish them luck and definitely recommend approval of this trip.
Do I have a motion to approve the MHS wrestling overnight?
I'll make a motion to approve the MHS.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. So Mrs. Lips, we'll hand it over to you.
Thank you, President. Shout out tonight to staff. The goal of our district's Well Wednesdays initiative is to positively impact student achievement. On Wednesdays, the MSD of Martinsville provides teachers with time for collaboration with professional learning communities and with training and professional development. Shout out this month to staff members Nate Dilley, Brandy Hammonds, Kathy Alt, Jenny Oakley, Jeff Bell, Shannon Adams, Hannah Gill, Nikki Walls, Chris Wright, Doug Rather, Brian Gabehart, Tim Waters, Melody Meyer, and Ryan Cox, who have been involved with the Well Wednesday training for various staff member groups. They led those trainings. So I want to thank them for their time and dedication in preparing that and for helping our district grow. Curricular programming. This quarter is the scheduled window for state inspections of our district's pre-K classrooms. During this time, a state representative will visit classrooms to observe instruction and review staff credentials, ongoing professional learning, student files, classroom safety guidelines, and required postings. While credential requirements may vary slightly from year to year, our pre-K teachers have been working diligently to stay up to date and prepared. We are proud of their commitment to maintaining a safe, high-quality learning environment for our pre-K students. Currently, our pre-K enrollment is 134 students from all schools, with a capacity of 140. For next year, if you are interested in adding your child to the MSD of Martinsville pre-K program waitlist for a particular elementary school, please reach out to Allie Miller, our district's pre-K coordinator. Community partnership. The Habitat for Humanity will be holding its annual celebration banquet this Sunday, January 18th, at the Martinsville High School cafeteria. The Habitat for Humanity will be celebrating with students and community who helped complete the 4th house build. It's in partnership with the MSD of Martinsville. This is a huge accomplishment, and we want to congratulate all the students, staff, and family members that were involved with the build. Other upcoming events for your calendars: Martin Luther King Day will be observed on Monday, no school, January 19th. Robotics competition at Bell Intermediate Academy on January 24th. Robotics competition on February 28th also. I Read for second and third grade students begins March 2nd. SAT testing for 11th graders begins March 2nd. Pre-K enrollment fair at CEC, this building, will be April 2nd. Kindergarten kickoff at the Martinsville High School Fieldhouse will be April 6th. I Learn state testing for grades 3 through 8 will begin April 13th. Math Bowl competition will be at Bell Intermediate Academy this year on April 14th. And our class of 2026 will graduate from Martinsville High School on May 22nd. Thank you, everyone, for attending this evening. It's good to see you.
May will be here before we know it. Okay, you had in your packet Form 9. For your information, no action necessary. It is just a report only. Moving on to old business, I would like to give our community an update on our Artesian initiative, which is our building projects. Just to let you know, the building panels for the new elementary, they told us are going to be delivered February 17th. They'll take them from the truck and install them as they come off the truck. And it goes up like Tinker Toys of old. I don't know what we'd have for today's toys, but it's going to be amazing how much it will transform things in a very quick fashion. So have your eyes open for that on February 17th. I'll let you know if there are any changes on that delivery date. We also have Building C, which is the locker room complex at the high school. The old building is already down. The foundation footers, all the underlayment stuff, all the underpinnings, all being done now. And that will be going up here quickly, and it will be in place for next school year. So that's taking place. And then the board will have hopefully some designs in their hands at the end of this month for the new natatorium. So we're excited about each one of these initiatives as we move forward. If you have any questions about any of them, feel free to give us a call here at the central office.
Thank you, Mr. Bowen. Next on our agenda, we have action items.
Okay, 1 through 20 of your action items are policies. This is second read, so this will become final. I recommend approval of items 1 through 20 dealing with policy changes.
Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion we approve 1 through 20.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Okay, the next item is item 21, 1, which is appoint legislative ISBA representative. And I'll leave that for board action.
Okay. Do I have a nomination for a legislative ISBA representative?
I'll make a motion to appoint Dan Conway as the ISBA representative.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Congratulations, Dan.
Thank you.
Next is appointing a redevelopment commission representative.
Do I have a nomination for an appointment to the Martinsville RDC?
I'll make a motion, we nominate Matt Hankins for the Martinsville Redevelopment Commission representative.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Congratulations, Matt.
Next, we have authorization to sign for alternative placement.
And do I have a nomination for authorization to sign for alternative placement?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
I'll second that.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
The next one is Resolution 483, approving agreement to transfer fiber optic infrastructure from the MSD of Martinsville to Morgan County, which gives them the right at that time to maintain it. So I recommend approval of this action.
Do I have a nomination to approve Resolution 483?
I'll make a motion, we approve Resolution 483.
I'll second that.
Okay. Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
The next one is a mini grant, BSCA mini grant on chronic absenteeism in the amount of $15,984.40. Recommend approval.
Do I have a motion to accept the mini grant?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
The next one is granting authorization to cancel outstanding checks. Recommend approval.
Do I have a motion to request cancellation of outstanding checks?
I'll make the motion, Lou, to cancel the outstanding checks.
I'll second it.
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
The next one's to approve a new club at the high school, the ECA Club Best Buddies. Recommend approval.
Do I have a motion to approve the ECA Club at MHS Best Buddies?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that.
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Donation from National Christian Foundation to Brooklyn STEM Special Education in the amount of $425. Recommend approval.
Okay. Do I have a motion to accept the donation from the National Christian Foundation in the amount of $425 to Brooklyn STEM Special Education?
I'll make a motion to approve that for the Brooklyn STEM to special education.
I'll second it.
All right. Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
The next is a donation from the same wonderful organization to Paragon Elementary Special Education in the amount of $425. Recommend approval.
Do I have a motion to accept the donation from National Christian Foundation to Paragon Elementary Special Ed in the amount of $425?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that.
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Do we have any comments? Nope. Okay. So, Mr. Bolin, I'm going to hand it over to you for superintendent comments. You have 45 minutes.
Oh,
Seconds.
you
Seconds.
are a great president.
45 seconds.
Okay, were you starting that clock now, Jackie?
I'm timing.
Okay, I do want to talk about one thing I think that's on a lot of people's mind out there, except Boiler fans. It is the IU football game on Monday night, the national championship. I've had more communication on this game than I have any single item in my 4 years as superintendent. I can tell you that. And honestly, it comes from both sides of the spectrum. And this is the part, all of us are excited. This panel, all besides Mr. Conway as an Iowa Hawkeye, are really excited. But he's cheering for him. It's It's almost like that map with when we played Ohio State. The whole United States is for Indiana, and then there's Ohio, right? This is similar, I think. Florida, that little southern part, they're cheering for Miami, but the rest of Florida and the rest of U.S., I think, is joining with us on the Hoosiers. However, um, obviously, that game is on Monday night. We have Martin Luther King Day that we're honoring and observing on Monday. So students, parents, you have Monday to get ready for that game. We gave you that. Wasn't that generous? That was nice of us.
Planning.
Yeah, great planning there. So you have that, but here's the thing. Um, we are firm believers in Coach Sig's philosophy of taking care of the little things, taking care of your process, taking care of your fundamentals. Our number one fundamental is getting to school, educating our kids, and doing the little things and doing what is our responsibility. Um, that's what we're going to honor. Whenever we had, I told you it was from both sides. I had students that wanted, some of them definitely want a 2-hour delay. Staff, 90% of our staff's from IU, so they definitely wanted a 2-hour delay. But we also had comments from parents that are going to work the next day. They don't have a 2-hour delay. And we definitely did not want to inconvenience them. We know that we have a responsibility to do things the right way. Monday night, we're going to celebrate, we're going to cheer, and we're going to be excited for Indiana, win, lose, or draw, whatever that is. But we know that we have a responsibility to all of our students in the district. So we're not going to go with a 2-hour delay. There's some districts around us that are, most are not, but we want to take care of the little things. We're going to take care of our fundamentals, and we want to honor all of our students and the parents. I understand. For teachers, they would love the 2-hour delay. It's good. But our families, many of them are going to work the next day. And if we did a 2-hour delay, then they are now forced to do a 2-hour delay with their business. And we have to honor that. I think that is still important. And I still think we take care of our fundamentals. Know what our process is, know what our fundamentals are, and take care of them. So speaking on behalf of the administration and the board, we're going to go on time unless inclement weather hits. Monday night, we'll go on time Tuesday. So just wanted to address that. No applause needed of any kind. And there'll be some students throwing things at their TVs or computers right now. Parents, sorry, apologize. Hopefully they have a soft brick. Act like you're throwing it at an official.
Pray for snow.
What's that?
Pray for snow.
Pray for
Pray for snow.
Snow dance. Snow dance. You know what? I'm going to end on that. How's that?
Thank you, Mr. Boland. Do we have any board comments?
I'd like to make a comment, and I want to thank Miss Adams, Mr. Boland, Mr. Bell, and I believe, make sure I didn't miss anybody. I think that was it, for helping out on a Saturday. They went to Greenwood High School on Saturday. We had our district DECA competition, Monrovia, Martinsville, Greenwood, Bloomington North, Bloomington South, and Seymour, and they helped judge the competition. DECA is a career and technical student organization for students in business, marketing, and entrepreneurship. And I just wanted to thank them because the students really appreciate that. And I wanted to say that's a time when they're doing it on their own time. So I really appreciate that. And our Martinsville and Monrovia will have students going to the DECA State Career Development Conference March 1st through the 3rd, 2026 at the Indianapolis Downtown Marriott. DECA is co-curricular with marketing and all business courses. So what the students learn in the classroom, they can apply to DECA. Just thought I'd mention that. And I do want to plug the Habitat for Humanity. Ann McGowan does an excellent job with that facility.
Thank you, Matt. Any other comments? All right. With that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
All right. Motion has been made and seconded to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Thank you, guys.
You had You had to sign up. You didn't?
I think we can, yeah.
You,
We
if
Let's
you
can,
open,
want,
can we open it back up?
if
Yeah.
you want to come up, you're more than welcome to. You made the trip here. Yeah.
I didn't realize I needed to sign up.
that's okay.
No,
If you
no.
say something about Purdue, then we might have you
Yeah.
sit down.
No, so-
You remember, my daughter graduated from Purdue, but my son from
And-
IU.
Yeah,
There
we,
you go.
we knew you had one of them right.
Well, we paid for both of them. So,
Yes.
well, thank you. I'm sorry. I didn't I don't like to be a rule breaker. But I'm Ann Smith and I retired after teaching English language arts at West Middle School and then later on at Wooden. And I was privileged to have principals that I strongly admire and parents whose children I taught that I strongly admire. But tonight I want to speak about the Gleaners Pantry. And for more than 13 years, I believe, the MSD of Martinsville has been hosting a Gleaners food pantry, distributing food, fresh produce, frozen and canned items, milk, and many other products to our entire school community. Next Thursday, as I understand it, the location of the pantry will be changed from our middle school location to the high school. Tonight, I would like to publicly thank some of the people who have made the middle school pantry a success. First and absolutely foremost is Sarah Schaefer. Sarah Schaefer,
We know that one.
absolutely. Um, Sarah, I believe at Mrs. Lips's invitation, has been at the helm of the pantry for more than 13 years. Sarah was a special teacher at West and Wooden Middle School, now retired. Alongside Sarah for years at the pantry have been other faithful retirees. Deb Gearing, Susie Lee, Sandy Jared, Sarah's family also, Sarah Schaefer's family also has been instrumental. Her daughter Shayna, her son Travis, her grandchildren Charlie, Rory, and Otis have helped bring things, break things down, dispose of things. Also on pantry days, Krista Matthews and the National Honor Society students, a delightful bunch with which to work, helped carry items out to the cars along with us. And I know that many people can picture the items being handed out in that area adjacent to the middle school. But in thanking these volunteers, I would like to just mention that handing out is a really small part of what this district does for the Gleaners Pantry. Who determines what's going to be ordered? And then who places the orders with Gleaners? Who schedules the delivery? Who meets the truck when the items arrive on Wednesday before Thursday's pantry is held? Who counts every single item from the heads of cabbage to the cans of soup to the bags of potatoes to the rice meal packages to milk and frozen items that have to go in that small freezer there in the accommodating building? Who does that? Sarah and these people I mentioned. Who then individually separates those items into boxes and bags so that every individual family gets one of each the next day? Think of this. Who gathers from various sources hundreds of boxes and bags, plastic bags, for those things to be put in, to be put out into the car? Where do those come from? Also, then, no matter the weather, below freezing or 90 degrees, raining, whatever it might be, who sets up those outdoor tables, places the cones, puts the signs for the outside drive-through? Then, who greets the cars and gathers the information from each one of the families as they go through? Who carries the item to each car at the drive-through? And often, after the pantry closes, then, who makes sure that the items that are not dispensed
are delivered to other deserving locations around our community. Who takes care of any trash that must be recycled, any boxes that must be broken down and take them where they can be disposed of? The answer to this is Sarah Schaefer and the volunteers, retirees from our district that help her. Our middle school location also has some other items in addition to the food that we provided, such as personal hygiene products, shampoo, deodorant, toilet paper. That's all. Toilet paper always goes. It's one of the first items that people, when they get to choose one item from certain locations, what do you want? I want the toilet paper. So those hygiene products Sarah buys. She goes out and buys them with donated money. And those come from all different places, elementary schools that run thing. I mean, our whole community is involved in this, but then she goes out and buys those things and bring them. We often have other donated items from which families may choose one. We have pet food. We sometimes have children's toys. We have books. Sometimes we have warm coats. We have mittens. We have hats. Sometimes we have tables. We've had bicycles and things like that. One time we had pickled pig's feet. I thought, no one of all these items is going to say, I have the pickled pig's feet. The pickled pig's feet went. Somebody wanted pickled pigs. I mean, it's just such a variety of things that our people, can get that they might need. So I know that Sarah, if she were speaking tonight, I told her I was going to come. She thanked me, but she didn't want to come and, toot her own horn. I know that if she were here, there'd be many more people that she would want to thank in addition. And I put a copy of her email that she sent to the administrators and that mentioned many more people. And please forgive me that I don't know the names of all these people. But tonight, I would just like to say thank you, Sarah Schaefer, for your success with this food pantry for so many years, and best wishes to the people at the high school who are, I understand, going to take that over later on this month with the drive-through continuing, and some of us who have helped with the middle school pantry. I know if there's any way that we can help, please let us know. We'd love to. It's such a wonderful thing for our school to partner with Gleaners to do this. So thank you for allowing me to speak out of turn.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. I was not
Yeah.
aware all of that went into it.
Yeah.
So thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes. What a blessing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.